Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to New Lands. So, the plan for today initially was to plow a couple new fields, but I think what I'm going to do instead, because I see the grass has grown quite nicely, so we are going to park this guy here. That's going to be our plowing rig for the day. Come in here and grab, yeah, we'll go with this one, the 8410. Actually, do I need that? Nah. We're gonna grab one of our mowers over here. I want to use this one. Let me see here. Alright, we do have the mower blades on it, not just the mulcher blades, because I do want to actually harvest the grass. I do want to... I think we might use the go well. Oh, didn't want to run over that. That piece of equipment right there, the blue trailer looking thing. So that means we're going to mow it, windrow it, pick it up, and then wrap it. Is how we're going to do this today. I guess when I was working on everything else, I was not expecting this to be in a mowable state. I was just planning coming out here and plowing things up. Get this spun up. Get it lowered. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. We are here in October, if you guys can't see that in the upper right hand corner. Last day of the month, it looks like, too. So I think this video we may end up using quite a bit of time lapse, so let's get it going. we are done with this first field as far as mowing goes. I actually need to go get this filled up. Let's get this folded up here real quick, so I can get through our yard without destroying anything, hopefully. Because our gas is over here. I'm going to go ahead and take the time to check on fluids and everything else. Possibly get myself restocked without hitting the dog. In terms of snacks and whatnot. I will be right back with you. So I did have a thought while I was mowing. Is that baler trailer thing that we got? I think I'm going to set that up over at the the shop that's going to buy our bales. I'm just going to do everything in there. I'm going to collect them with my grass collector. Take it over there and fill it up there. So that way I don't even have to touch the bales. As soon as they come out, they can take them away. So that's the way we're going to end up doing that. Let's get back to the time lapse. Well, I just had the light flash before my eyes, as you guys saw there. Yeah, not overextending my reach again like that. But we are done mowing. And according to my clock, it's almost 1 o'clock, which means it's lunchtime, food time. Yeah. So good timing there to end this part of the video. I will be back after we get some lunch. So we'll see you then. Well, it's we've gotten into the next, well, I think it's like been 2 or 3 days since the last video. Since the first part. Yeah, you know what I mean. We actually went ahead and took care of the bales. with that beast. I forgot just how time consuming it can be, because with the way it drops the bales off to the side, you have to kind of keep moving them out of the way. So yeah, we kind of try to set it up to where it would just feed straight in. It didn't quite work, so we had to kind of get it a little bit more off to the side, and I had to basically shove them over so they would sell. We ended up, well, let's see if we can figure that out real quick as far as what we sold. So bales sold. It started off where we were just baling and wrapping the grass and selling it as grass. Not the fun kind, the actual kind of grass that you grow like in your yard. And it dawned on me that I could make more money by turning it into silage. So that's what we did. That's why September you're seeing, well, bales sold of 19,000, and in October, almost 500,000. Got us up to 1.8 million. Well, actually got us over 2 million. But we've made some adjustments to the farm. We've, as you can see here, we've sold some. We've also had quite a bit of construction between October and November. So, yeah. I've also gone ahead and plowed one field. So let's go. I've also redone our entranceway a little bit. So we're going to go check that out, because I've yet to actually drive through it. And I do have a new to us plow. It is still it's smaller than our other plow, to be honest with you, but because this one is not a trailer version, I feel like I have a little bit more control over these. So when I'm actually creating a field, because we are a slow moving vehicle, let's go ahead and turn those on. Yes, lambs, I hear you. It's a shame you're not mine yet. But when creating fields, I have a lot more control, or at least I feel I do. Hello. It's not even a crosswalk here, guys. Come on. Be smarter about that. But yeah, I've redone the entranceway, so I have not even driven down it much, during the day, much less at night. So as you can see there, we do have a fence. So, our new entranceway. Let's get all the lights on so you can see a little bit better. We've gone ahead and put a fence on that ridge. It does two purposes. One, it basically helps keep the equipment from getting too close to the edge and coming down the cliff. And two, I'm hoping it'll help keep people out of the farmyard. Yes, I know I have it stopped right there so they can just walk in or drive through the field, but then that's even more of a lawsuit that I can have against them for damaging my crop, possibly other things. So we do have an actual gate here, and I thought about a couple different options. I eventually went with this light. It is automatic as far as turning on and off, but I went with this gate because I think it'll offer us the best width available. Worst case, down the road, if I feel the need to, I'll just remove it. And we have our beautiful driveway lights now. So I mean, if I really wanted to turn that off, like if we start getting festive during Christmas time, I can do that. The only things I've really done elsewhere are just popped a few new trees down, kind of like over here in the chicken pen. Just a few trees there, one in the back, just kind of help with shade purposes, keep the chicks from getting too hot. And then we've added solar panels. And the solar panels we've added are from a relatively new mod that, well, I think I've used these in one of my other maps recently. Is it this one? Yes, it is. So with the way this works, well, it's just all the solar. Oh, there it is. The way these work is, well, first of all, let's activate these. These solar collectors are not going to be actually functioning right now because it is nighttime. And instead of storing, let's go ahead and sell off any electrical that we don't need. Because why not? I don't need to store it. I have no electric vehicles right now. So basically, as you see it here, for every 50 quote pieces of sunlight we get, we can sell off 150 kilowatts of electric. So I have a few running. So, well, I will have a few once daylight hits, and we have a few wind turbines. So those guys should be running just fine. A lot of the wind turbines tend to function even when there's a slight wind. So it may not give us the most. Bless you, Doug. I don't know if that was a sneeze or a cough or what. Or it's her way of saying, hey, shut up. I mean, it very well could be. She speaks dog, I do not. Alright, so... Ooh. I forgot we were storing honey. We're going to have to spawn that here soon. But yeah, that's just kind of... That's designed to make it the... You know, having these on the farm be a little bit more realistic. Because, you know, like right now... Sun's not even starting to rise, and so we shouldn't even be making any money. But the higher it gets up in the sky, the more these guys should start running. So what we are going to do, it is 6:30 in the morning, towards the beginning of November. 1 second. All right, after that autosave, I had to clear my throat. I'm sorry about that. Oop, I don't want to lower the front. Let's get the back lowered. And we are going to create a field. Like I said, I kind of did this off screen partially because collecting the grass and, well, collecting the grass I started to do without even thinking of it. And then when I started making the bales, I realized that was going to be really labor intensive and time wasting. Well, not really time wasting, but yeah, not something I would really want to put on video for you guys because it can be really boring. And by the time it was all said and done, I had started the other field with plowing it up, which I don't know if I've actually showed you guys, but it's night, well, dark, nighttime, whatever. Very early in the morning, opposite of what it is for me right now. So that's basically how we did that field. I haven't planted anything. It's still just showing a plowed state. We have a few rocks over here along this strip here that I want to go through and collect. But I want to make sure that this one does not have any rocks, or if it does, we'll have to collect those as well. And I'll have to adjust, I think, this line along the side of the path once it's all said and done. Basically, either I'll probably go through, clean it up, I'll make another swipe, probably a little closer to the path. Just kind of like here, I'll probably come through and make a nice even line along the drive here, so we're not completely right next to the road. So people need to get around, they can, and not have to worry about driving over my crop. But yeah. And I did go through and I made basically rocky outcrop of sorts to try to help keep my mindset as far as where I should probably drive. Plus some of these spots it would make sense anyway. I kind of thought about just making this a big shrubby area. Bunch of different shrubs and maybe a tree or two, but at the same time I just plopped the one tree in the corner. It's a radio tower. They would probably clear cut that area anyway, so we'll take it for what it is, and I'm not gonna worry about going in there, at least not right now. Maybe later down the road I will, but the more I was thinking about it, the more I'm like, yeah, we'll kind of cut it across like this, and if anything, we can go through and fix it later on. or add it, or whatever you want to call it. Because we have street lights down on this side, we're going to kind of stay back away from the road. Didn't really do that on that side. And same deal here. I kind of brought the rocky outcrop a little farther in, because in addition to the fence, I kind of wanted to use that as a buffer to keep from getting too close to that edge, because that can be a real bummer. I kind of did a tumble when I was collecting grass earlier. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna have to come through here and fix up this edge as well. I'll probably fix up all the edges when it's all said and done, because I'm not gonna plant that close to the fence, or try not to. Same with on the rock, because I don't, in my mindset, I don't think crops will grow very well on that rock. Yeah, we're plowing it up, getting into a plowed state and all that fun stuff, but I just don't think it would work very well. And I was debating on whether or not I was going to keep the field back a ways from the road on this side, kind of like what I did on that side. So if I plant it and all that fun stuff, I can always fix it and clean it up later. Kind of like that corner. Wow, I really took it wide. Alright, so this is about where I started from as far as distance from the dirt road. Let's kind of see if we can keep that a little bit. I've been toying with the idea of animals aside from just the chickens and bees and the dog. I'm just not sure where I'm going to put those buildings at, to be honest. I think I might get into that field right next to us a little bit more and make it to where I can either that one or kind of have the other one, one be sheep, one be cattle type of deal. Yeah, I'm going to be cleaning up this spot anyway, so I don't care how that corner looks. But I do kind of want to see what I can do about making animals a priority on one of my maps. I keep saying I want to do that, but I never really get around to it. And it always bugs me. I mean, I know doing the whole animal husbandry thing is a real, or can be a real pain in the, you know what. It's a lot of time consuming stuff between dealing with grass fields, hay, bales, feed in general. I mean, to be honest, the chickens that we have, they're about one of the easier ones aside from bees and dogs. As long as you keep them fed, they'll provide for you. Speaking of which, let's check in on those real quick. Yeah, see, it's been a while since I fed them, and they still have plenty. Granted, there's only 30 chicks in there, and I think that can house like 300, 500, I don't know. Maybe it's just 200. But they haven't even reached maturity yet, so we'll see how that goes. That one I just kind of built just to have them, and I haven't really done much with it, aside from feed them, and yeah. About like the dog. So I think by the time we get this done, it might be about time to feed said dog. Don't worry about my dogs in real life, though. They get full access to food and water whenever they're out of their crates. And they're only in their crates when I go to work. But I did try, when I crate them, I did try having them with food and water. They rarely eat or drink when I'm gone, so I just decided that, you know, no point in doing that. Because they both kind of make their own beds, and they have plenty of room, but they can still make a mess with their food and water when they decide that they want to. I think I might change that floodlight that we have for that gate, to be honest. There's another one that kind of goes with the style that I have on with the other lights around the farm that don't just shine straight ahead like that. So, plus they don't have near as blinding light. Yeah, it is kind of like a security light, but at the same time, it's more so for letting people know that, hey, there's a gate right there. Please don't plow through it. And one of the reasons why I did pull it back away from the street like I did, it has to do more so with the idea of, well, for one, you know, let people enjoy the drive a little bit without having to deal with gate, because that is a very pretty entrance. When I actually got it all done, I'm like, yeah, it's got fall colors on the trees and whatnot, but I think once we get into the spring and summertime and they get their colors back, you know, beautiful green. Not to say fall is pretty. Fall is, I don't want to start an argument, but fall is one of my favorite seasons. The next one being spring. And that's because you have potential for 70-degree days and like 50-degree nights. And the reason why I like that is I don't have to run the AC near as often. I can sleep with the windows open if I want. So, but anyway, besides that, because of having all this equipment, potential of having semi-trucks coming in and out, that's going to be the main entrance where they're going to be able to come in. That's why I made it so wide, so I can get my harvesters in and out of my farmyard without having to worry too much about it. I can get semi-trucks in and out without worrying too much about it. So if they happen to come in, I just saw a piece of grass over here. I wonder if I can do anything with that. Let's see here. That allows the semi-trucks, if they're delivering, to basically pull in and get completely off of the street and then be able to, you know, ring the buzzer so I can let them in or come out and open the gate or however you want to consider it. So that's kind of my thinking on that. I mean, yeah, people are going to use it to, good, we got it. Are going to use it to turn around possibly, you know, when they get into town or anything like that. But, I mean, hey, it is what it is. If it's too bad, then yeah, we'll deal with it from there. But I don't see it happening too much around here. Yeah, like these little corners. I thought about making this just grass and dirt where all that stone and rock is, and kind of making a nice little area for trees and bushes and whatnot, but I didn't want to get too repetitive in that nature. Mainly because I'm thinking about doing it here. We do own that home. Whoa, I'm getting off track here. We do own this home right here on the corner anyway. Apparently it's a rental property that I was unaware of that I had. So I'm gonna have to get over there at some point and cut that grass. I mean, it is November, so grass is still growing, but maybe I'll be able to use that to my benefit. I haven't done anything with any of the greenhouses that we own. I think technically I own one of the many that are sitting back on that property to the north of us. I'm going to try to get over there before this video is over. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of this plowed up. And I will catch you when I get done. That definitely took me a while to get that plowed. But we're in the aerial view here. Oop, I got to fix that. I thought I got all that. Hello, train. Let me just do a quick touch up here real quick. There we go. I'm not going to worry about planting grass. If it doesn't start growing next fall or next spring, I'll go in and plant it. But yeah, this is kind of what this field looks like now. We did go through and we touched up the edges. And this is the other field. This one's a little bit bigger because it's more of a square, and this one is almost like a triangle with this corner taken out. But yeah, mind your eyes. There we go. This is one of my new toys, well, used but new to me toys. And I mentioned about going to check on our garden that we have up here. And because I just recently got this, I felt like I wanted to take it for a spin. This thing gets up and goes at, looks like around 30, 33 miles an hour, somewhere in there. The speedometer might be a little broken, so it's hard to say. Yeah, for coming up here and just taking a quick look at how things are going, this isn't a bad tool. I might get a 4x4 or one of those side-by-sides. Not sure yet. Side-by-side might be a little bit better because we can get the, kind of like what this has with the little dump bin in the back, whatever you want to call that. Looks like the train's out and about. So the only one we really own right now is this one right here on the end. Woo! That's a fence. I think I need to take this in and get the brakes looked at because we did not stop worth anything. So, yeah, this is the only one we have, or that we own. These other ones we're kind of getting a lease on, so to speak. So, let's see here. Come in here and take a look. So it looks like we are growing tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, red cabbage, and flowers. All right. Looks like we're currently storing everything. I might have to change that up to sell. But I mean, we have almost 1.5 million in the bank. That's gotta be an automatic watering system. I was not expecting that. Alright, so yeah, we have... Well, we're gonna have to get a few more seeds, it looks like. Brought it up here. Tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, red cabbage, and flowers. So yeah, we're doing alright. Let's see here. I'm curious. Flowers, so what do they sell for? So it looks like for what I currently have, they... Hold up. Max price is $16.48. Wow. So for what I currently have, max value would be $8.73. But the max month is in February. All right. So it looks like for everything that I currently have available that we could sell, it looks like at least current value is $38,000. That's not too bad. Don't have a sell point for electric charge apparently, but yet we're still somehow selling it. Interesting. Well, we might be selling it. So with the sun starting to come up, well, looks like our windmills are trying to do something. But of course, the sun hasn't quite hit high, gotten up and high enough in the sky for that. And our mulcher, we haven't done anything with that. So I do want to start doing that. I may go check out some of our restaurants in town, see if we can get some of their food wastes and be able to throw that in there and kind of go from there. So, ooh, vegetables. So I think that for certain I'm going to have to get from the store. So, yeah. And then, of course, taro. Whatever exactly that is. I have no idea. But I think we're going to call the video there finally, guys. I know this one may turn out to be a little weird with all the cuts and everything else. I haven't done a video like this in a while, so I do apologize. We have bought a few extra plots of land. Keep coming back here. Let's expand out a little bit. So I did buy everything, like all the roads, because it has a value of 0. And why not? But we did kind of buy all these plots up here. 63 is where all the greenhouses are. 67 is where we're currently standing. And we also bought the plot over here that has the recycling center. I think that one's a recycling center. Yeah, so we bought basically that factory's there. Well, the land that factory's on. I need to still look into actually purchasing the plant because I have no idea what that actually does. We're just gonna stand back while the train goes through. Noisy factory. What are you? Okay, must be a grain mill. Anyway, guys, like I said, we're gonna call it a video. So as always, if you happen to like what you see or catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post, and not just like a few here and there. And if you made it this far in the video, guys, I want to say thank you, and I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you for stopping by and checking out my video, and at least hanging in there. Yeah. And those of you who are still listening to me rant, I hope you all have a very wonderful day. We'll catch you in the next episode. So take care. Peace.